Welcome to FPL Selection. Today we'll take a look at how the team is shaping up for game week 20, but first a quick look at how we got on in game week 19. So 36 points and another drop down to 850,000 now. That's 5 bad weeks in a row. Most of that's just been getting very little from my defence, going a lot cheaper there. This week only had Defcons from Senesi and Anderson, and yeah, not much better in attack either. Just an assist for Saka and a goal for Palmer. My highest scoring player was Alderete. He had 8 points and he was on the bench. I'm going to continue to be patient with the front six, as I think they've all got good potential over the next sort of few weeks. Cunha will probably go back to Fernandes whenever he's fit. But the defence, I think I need to start looking at some of the better teams, get players in, that have a better chance of clean sheets, because I'm just getting no clean sheets out of these DEFCON guys. It's really nice if they get the odd clean sheet here and there, but I'm just getting nothing at the moment. So when you see the likes of Arsenal, City, Liverpool all picking up clean sheets, it just adds up very quickly, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm going to be looking to make a few changes in the defence over the coming weeks. Got Sanchez in this week, so yeah, that's a starting point anyway. So looking ahead now to game week 20, I've actually already used my one free transfer on Tuesday night. Gabriel came in for Guehi. I had the exact money. Gabriel was going up. He's already had 2 price rises now since coming back from injury. So yeah, it just made sense to get that done. He's more than likely going to go up again this evening. So yeah, I think just get that one done. He's the best defender in the game by a mile. I think he might get some early substitutions, but I imagine he's going to start most of the games. As they sort of work him up to full fitness. 6.3 million, it's already quite a lot for him. So he could well be 6.6, 6.7 if I waited another week. Playing in the best defence, but he's got the potential for the attack and returns and DEFCON to go along with the the high percentage chance of clean sheets for Arsenal. So I think that makes it worth paying that price. Plus he killed me every week earlier in the season because I kept sort of holding off, and yeah, I'm just not going to let it happen again. It's not worth going against, really. So looking at the current team, first up the defence. Sanchez is away to City. Now, there is a little bit of debate here for me as to whether I play Dubravka away at Brighton. But my general play with the goalkeepers is just to keep playing them every week, just to not miss those hauls against the better teams. I'd rather just take the chance on keep the same player in. I got Sanchez in because Chelsea have been a decent defence this season, not been so good lately. They've got a nice run coming up over the next few weeks. So this game was obviously, not something I was looking to get anything out of, especially now with the Chelsea manager situation. No idea what to expect with them. But yeah, I think both he and Dubravka anyway are unlikely to get clean sheets this week. So yeah, just not going to overthink that one. I'm just going to leave Sanchez, I think, and then just wait until get the nice fixtures coming in from next week. And Senesi is at home to Arsenal. Again, I think this is a story of quite a few of my players this week. They're not the ideal fixtures, and obviously Arsenal at home, in the way Bournemouth have defended at the moment, you're just never expecting a clean sheet. I'm just going to play Senesi, I think, because the DEFCONs are there, so there might be a chance of 4 points, 3 or 4 points. And yeah, he's sort of on the chopping block at the moment because Bournemouth just look terrible defensively. So if there's no chance of clean sheets, even if he's getting these DEFCONs, they're letting in 2 or 3 goals every week. So, if he's getting 2 or 3 points, it's just not going to add up. So, yeah, not hopeful here, but, just going to see what happens. And, yeah, maybe he's going to be leaving the team soon anyway. And Anderson is at home to Liverpool. Again, poor fixture, but Liverpool not so great as Arsenal at the moment, so I think there's a little bit more chance here of a Fulham clean sheet. We saw Leeds keep them out earlier this week. Anderson's been great for DEFCON as well, so yeah, it's a sneaky feeling here that Fulham could put on a performance and frustrate Liverpool again. And yeah, obviously we're getting the DEFCON with Anderson most likely, so starting on 3 or 4 points. I'm going to start him. I've got Alderete on the bench, Tottenham away, but I think I'm just going to stick with Anderson and Senesi for now. Like I said, I think when you start rotating those players around a little bit, that's when you miss the decent scores. So I'm going to stay faithful for one more week, and yeah, we'll see where we end up in terms of moves coming up in the next few weeks. And Lequoir's away to Newcastle. Not a great fixture again, away at Newcastle, but we know that Palace can put up a good defensive display and keep people out. And Newcastle, very hit and miss team at the moment, much better at home, so you'd still expect them to score. But Lequoir's been really unlucky actually in the last couple of weeks. He's had some really good efforts on goal, missed a couple. He actually had one blocked by Guehi last week that probably was going in. Got blocked by Guehi on the line, so yeah, he's been a bit unlucky with the attack and returns. So he's still threatening on set pieces and generally quite good for DEFCON. So again, he's another one I'm considering to get rid of. Just going to keep him in again this week. Probably, see how they all perform and then, maybe make a choice moving forward as to who I'm going to move on. And Gabriel was away to Bournemouth. As I said earlier, it just made sense just to get it done, get him in. Maybe not the best fixture for clean sheets here as Bournemouth. Well, they're bad defensively, but very good going forwards. So probably not expecting a clean sheet here. But he's always got that threat of set pieces. So he just picks up points. He knows, how to get on the end of things in the box. Great for DEFCON as well when it's, tougher games. So yeah, it just made sense to get him in, and very happy to have him there. And moving on to the midfield, Saka is away to Bournemouth. I think this is going to be another crazy game with Bournemouth. We've seen quite a few of them recently, just end to end, loads of goals. The Chelsea game was another one like that, same as the United game. I think Saka's got the chance here to really rack up a score up against Trippier at left back, who does look like a good fullback going forwards, but I'm not so sure he's great defensively. Saka's looked really good in the last few weeks without, hitting any big scores. But yeah, I think Arsenal really laid down a statement against Villa, and I think this game should suit them quite well, really, because Bournemouth just love to go at you, and I think Arsenal can pick them off on the counter, and Saka will be the main weapon in that situation. Potentially captain this week. I am weighing it up. Just very difficult to go against Haaland, especially after 2 blanks. But yeah, it's definitely one I'm going to consider right up to the deadline, I think. And Foden is at home to Chelsea. Foden's blanked quite a few games now, not getting so many chances as you'd like to see. He sort of played a bit deeper against Sunderland, sort of trying to make the passes from sort of deeper positions, and maybe that'll change in this game, bigger game. But again, we don't really know what to expect from Chelsea with the manager situation. There's no Caicedo, he's suspended, so that'll obviously play into City's favour. But yeah, he's just one of those players. He has his little runs, he'll have a few quiet games, and then he'll explode again. So yeah, I'll happily hang on to him for another few more weeks. But yeah, he's always one that's quite streaky. So yeah, I just got to pay attention there and keep seeing the games and seeing how he performs. And Palmer is away to City. Again, this is very difficult to tell what's going to happen with Chelsea. I imagine they're going to play something quite similar, with likely one of the coaching staff is going to be, just taking this game on a temporary basis. But yeah, with no Caicedo there, I wonder if Chelsea are just going to have a bit more of a go. And, hopefully Palmer will just be freed up a little bit more to do kind of what he likes to do. But he's looked decent since he's come back from injury. Not quite at his highest level yet, but he's getting the returns. He's had 3 returns in 4 games, which I'm very happy with the fixtures they've had. And we all know what a great player he is. So I think it's only going to be a matter of time before we start seeing the bigger scores from him. And he's certainly, going back to City, he's always going to want to prove a point. So yeah, I'd be quietly confident there's a chance he could get something in this game. And Cunha is away to Leeds. It's going to be a tough game this for United. Obviously, Leeds are going to be well up for it. And, they had a great result against Liverpool. But obviously the difference in rest period. United have obviously had the extra couple of days rest. Might play into their hands. Although, with the squad situation at the moment, it's not looking great for United. Cunha is the main man for us at the moment, with obviously the injuries and guys at AFCON. So he's blanked in the last two, and we've been expecting something. So yeah, this is his chance now to hopefully get some returns. And yeah, you wouldn't put it past him. This is the type of game he's going to be fired up for. You're going to want to prove a point. And yeah, he'd be very happy, United fans, if he can get some goals against Leeds, that's for sure. So moving on now to the forwards. Haaland has Chelsea at home. As I said before, I think it's just a bit of an unknown. What are Chelsea going to do? How are they going to set up? And Haaland's had 2 blanks in a row now. So yeah, you can almost guarantee he's going to get something. You'd imagine. It'd be very, very rare that he would, blank in 3 games in a row. Home game. Chelsea could be an absolute mess. No Caicedo. Could be a few goals here. And yeah, Haaland was pretty poor against Sunderland. So yeah, he's going to want to prove a point here. And yeah, you can imagine he's going to be fired up. And Chelsea, like you said, just don't know what's going to happen there. So he's not got the captaincy for me at the moment, but I am debating it on Saka. But I think it's more likely I'm going to stick with Haaland for now. And Thiago is away to Everton. Not had the returns recently that we've been hoping for. But I'm going to stick with him for a while because I think he is the talisman for Brentford. And, if any of their goals are going to come, it's going to come from him. Looked a lot better in the Bournemouth game. The Spurs game was a bit of a poor display from everybody, really. So, yeah, it's just going to hold him for the next few fixtures and, yeah, see where we end up. But I'm certainly not dead certain I'm going to keep him for a long time if, we don't start seeing some goals from him soon. So in summary, still some thinking to do on the captaincy. I've got it on Haaland at the moment, but I do think Saka could be the better option this week. I think Bournemouth are so leaky and they just want to play end-to-end basketball games. And that really could suit Saka on the counter-attack. And we've seen Arsenal this year have been devastating, when they get a good chance to counter. So, yeah, for me, it's Haaland at the moment, but I'm really tempted on Saka, and it's going to come up to the deadline for me on which way I'm going to go. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.